exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Wotages channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cougars here on Madden 22. That's right, the Relocation franchise returns again, and we continue on with another episode. Week number 5 against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a rainy one. We don't know, though. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Smash that like button. We got a lot to get into. Hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We'd love to have you. Let's get into the video. So, with all that being said, it was a shorter intro, but it's because we got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of stuff to take care of. We got to scout college players. We got a weekly strategy. We got to get some players signed to contracts. We got a lot of stuff to accomplish before we actually play the game against the Seahawks. In the last episode, we won 35-27 against the New Orleans Saints. A little bit of a shocker, because if you watch that game, there's a lot of stuff that I was complaining about. If you watch that game and that's the only video you ever watch of me, you probably think I'm a little bit of a whiner. Probably a little bit of a selfish, whining baby. But if you know anything about Madden, literally anything about EA or Madden at all, you know that my rants and my whining was justified. So that's all I'll say on that. 35-27, we pulled it out in the end. Terry McLaurin got Superstar X Factor. Our first one on offense. We have 2 on defense. Patrick Surtain and Trent Favors are both on defense as Superstar X Factors, but we have Terry McLaurin now as a Superstar X Factor. It is amazing, much needed. We forced it somewhat to Terry. He got 4 touchdowns, 234 yards receiving. He has double me. He has, what's his other ability? He has apprentice, right? Or something, route apprentice, yeah, and then he's got red zone threat. So those are his abilities. We are going to give Trey Lance the start. I know Davis Mills got hurt and he didn't really get a chance to start, but our offense just flowed a little bit better with Trey Lance at quarterback. I like to have a mobile quarterback. Davis Mills not the fastest guy in the world. Trey Lance a little bit faster, so we will give Trey Lance the start in this game. Mekhi Becton also went down with an injury. He's out for now 3 weeks. So he will miss the game against the Seahawks. He will miss the game against the Chiefs, which is not good. And then he'll be back for week 8 against the Bucks. So we've got that to look forward to, but we also have weekly strategy to do. They have Russell Wilson, obviously, still. They have Devontae Adams now that they signed or traded for, either one. They still have Chris Carson. We're going to do defend the deep pass because I feel like Russell's going to just chuck it deep. I'm not sure if they still have DK. That'd be crazy if they had DK and Devontae Adams. We are going to continue to do the throw it short, I think. That probably is the best option. Yeah, we're gonna do the throw it short. We're gonna keep that, and then Jeff Sewell might be getting an upgrade point here. That's gonna be pretty cool if he does. I hope that he does, because Jeff Sewell, I want him to be a stud of a player. Injuries on offense, nope. Clean bill of health there. What about defense? We had J.J. Watt injured last week. He'll be back for this game, and we get a clean slate for practice. That's perfect. Ooh, we do have an upgrade point. This is probably Jeff Sewell. It is. He's up to a 75 now. We're going to keep him as a slot guy. Jeff Sewell looking real studly here as he gets a huge upgrade. We are close to finding out his hidden development. I think we are close to finding out everybody. Actually, how many hidden development players do we have? We don't have that many, do we? I know we have Peterson, but he doesn't really play. So we'll probably find his out at the end of the season. Nobody else on offense. I think it's just Jeff Sewell. No, Cousins. That's right. We have Kalen Cousins, who also has a hidden development, and he's close to finding out. We're close to finding out his too. So we got some things to look forward to later in the season, because it's not going to happen this week or probably not even the next episode. It'll probably be a little bit halfway through the season. But we got to scout some more college players. I'm going to probably scout a couple more offensive linemen just in case. Because you know how I like to scout offensive linemen, even though I've been burned in the past and they're all garbage. The centers are always the best ones for some reason. This guy looks decent. This guy also looks really good. Hello, 3rd round talent, James Henley, 22 out of UCLA. We do need a center, by the way. So that guy is a massive, massive option for us. Right guard, we might as well scout you. You're probably going to be garbage. Oh, hello, Gary McLean. Interesting choice. We'll put him on the board. He could be good. Lamont Edison, garbage, of course. But there are some decent pass rushers this year. We don't really necessarily need a pass rusher, but who knows? Maybe if we have a pick that we don't have anybody that we like, there could be somebody there that we take. All right, final thing to do is player negotiations. It says start relocation. I mentioned this in the end of last episode. We're not relocating the team. This is about the Chicago Cougars, so why would I move them out of Chicago? But we have two guys that we want to talk to. We got to talk to Logan Wilson. We got to talk to Devon Hamilton. Both these guys are very crucial. Logan Wilson, not so much, because we have drafted some very talented linebackers. So I'm less inclined to sign him, but I probably do want to bring back Devon Hamilton. I do like him. So we'll give him a $13 million contract. He's excited to sign. So we bring him back. We'll hold off on Logan Wilson for a little bit more. If you didn't want such a big contract, I probably would accept it. But since he wants like $34 million as his fair offer, we're probably just going to let that ride for a little bit more longer in the season. As for the talent tree, I think I want to go to the player personnel tree and work on this a little bit. So non-X Factor players, user players will be valued a dev trait higher. That is actually really useful. So we're going to definitely go for that. So now, for example, if we were trying to trade somebody who had star development, they would be valued as if they had superstar development, and so on and so on. So that's actually really big. Now we need to work on... actually, I want to get this hometown discount thing up. So now we get a 5% discount on players under 85 overall re-signing, which is big. So that might mean that Logan Wilson, who's under an 85, could give us a little bit more of a discount. And then we don't have enough points to get anything else there. We might have enough points to get something on defense. We do. I think I'm going to boost the pursuit for the corners, because then we get boost catching by corners, and we definitely want to get that up, so we have to start there. So those are all the staff points that we have to use. Now it's time to get in the game against the Seahawks. How's this going to go? Can we contain Russell Wilson? I don't know. Wish me luck, because it's going to be tough. I'll see you guys in there.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Hawks, next on Madden Football.
Get me! Let's go! Let's go!
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Cougars football is underway as the ball is kicked off here in Seattle. It's actually a beautiful day in Seattle for some football. Not raining at all, which is surprising. Trey Lance gets the start at quarterback ahead of Davis Mills. Do we like this, or do we want to go with Davis Mills? We'll have to find out how he plays here. The Seahawks have Matt Nagy as their head coach. We have Sean McVay. Hopefully we can run the football better than what we did last week, because we could not run the football at all against the Saints. Let's throw some trickery at them early in this game. Get him off guard early. Can he beat Jamal Adams? He can. Terry McLaurin, our superstar X Factor wide receiver, hopefully we'll get to see him in action with the X Factor actually activated. We got to get him the ball first. We have other receivers that I want to use, especially like a Jamar Chase type, but I was forced to use Terry McLaurin last week very heavily and very exclusively because of the situation that occurred. Trey Lance finding Zach Ertz for another big first down. All right, we are doing really well, moving the football up the field on the Seahawks defense. I chose to give the Seahawks their green unis because I like their green unis. But I'm realizing that it might come back to bite me because the field is very green, and so is their jerseys. And finally, a big run for Raheem Mostert, something we haven't seen at all this season, really since week 1 or week 2, I should say, against the Jags. And finally breaks free. He's soaring, he's flying, he's breaking free. Big time touchdown. Kaimi will put this one up and through. Kaimi Fairbairn's been a very consistent kicker for us. He's only missed extra points because I've been an idiot and mistimed the accuracy. Other than that, he's been very, very accurate. And now we lead 7-0. I think is this the first time this season we've led, like, in the first quarter? We usually are always behind by 7 or something. Matt Peterson with the tackle. Now we get to see Russell Wilson. Super Bowl champion Russell Wilson. 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Okay. Not the best start. So they do have Devontae Adams, and they do have DK. So they have both very talented #1 wide receivers on their squad at the same time, and he chooses to throw to the tight end. Is that Disley? Will Disley? Can't tell. I'm not sure what number he wears. It is Will Disley. All right, so first down on their first play. We just gotta get Trent Favors involved. He's a superstar X Factor. He has so many X Factor abilities that he can use. Chris Carson gets a couple yards on that one. He's got 429 yards rushing through the first part of the season. I'm happy that the first drive of the game, we didn't really notice the effects of not having Mekhi Becton at starting left tackle. We have Titus Howard there, who's technically a right tackle, but he's playing both tackle positions. I'm happy that that didn't come into a factor, at least in the first drive. Maybe it'll come in later in the game, but at least as of right now, it didn't. They're going to give that to Disley on a sweep. I don't know what was that. It didn't work. Chase Young's there to wrap him up at the line. I like the trickery. I respect it. But maybe choose a different guy. Maybe choose to not give it to your tight end. And that's going to be Russell finding his man, and that threw me off because I thought he was going to just catch and run that, but he had to like adjust in the air to catch that. It didn't look like that bad of a ball. But it's 3rd and 4. I'm glad J.J. Watt's back in this game because that gives me another user. Pick that off, knock it out. Thank you, Justin Reed. Thank you, Justin Reed. Oh, they're going to kick this field. Oh my God, this is a deep field goal. That is up, that is left, and that had the distance, ladies and gentlemen. That's got to be a 60-yarder. I'll take it, but that was a wild field goal attempt. And it had the distance, too. I don't know who their kicker is, but he had the leg on that one. And Raheem Mostert finds another open lane on that left side. We are running right behind Titus Howard, and it's working as of right now. Mosley with the tackle. We're going to keep the train moving with Raheem Mostert. I got stuck behind the lineman, but I got the first down, so we'll keep that. Let's go with a zone run here. First down and 10. We have momentum, and we have all the time in the world, but I got shut down quickly on that one. All right, let's go with a bunch drive. Terry's going to have safety help from Jamal Adams, so he's not going to be able to catch this ball. Ooh, Adams kind of drifted away. Jamar Chase is open. Big catch. Would have been a big catch, but Jamar Chase drops that one. So I got to remember to do possession catch on that. Like right here, possession catch, Tajay Chamberlain. That was a very risky throw. That could have been picked off by a couple of different Seahawks players, but it worked for us. This one's going to be, instead of Terry McLaurin, it's going to be Tajay Chamberlain with the sweep. who's a little bit faster. Let's see if he can break it. There we go. Good block. Can he get the edge? Kinda. Got a couple. He did enough on that play. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. We lead 7-0 in this game. All right, Terry. So what can I hot route Terry with? Oh, he's got a bunch of new ones. So you can see the square that says his superstar ability is those extra ones. I like that a lot. All right. That's gonna come in huge, especially when Terry McLaurin is such an elite route runner. But that's gonna be picked off. That's just not good because Trey Lance needs to be more accurate on that one. No, Cousins! Ah, we could have had that right back. Could have had that right back. Trey Lance has got to be more accurate on that throw. That was a perfectly run route from Terry McLaurin that he just didn't capitalize on. And Russell Wilson's going to take this off and run. He almost got the first down, but Cam Curl was able to bring him down. We're going to pinch. We're going to blitz all. Let's see what happens here. They're going to give this to Russell, and he's going to find an open man, Devontae. And I got juked out of my shoes there. They find Devontae Adams, man. I wish I could have had Devontae Adams on my team. I didn't know he was in. Was he in free agency one year? I don't remember. Was he in the first year? Back when we were still the Texans? I don't remember. He definitely wasn't in this year. I know that. I would have offered him a contract, right? I don't remember. It's been a while since we did the offseason video now at this point. I don't remember what. I know Lamar Jackson was in free agency. Maybe he was, and I just... Ah, Logan Wilson. Maybe he was in free agency, and I just didn't offer him a contract because we had all these other good wide receivers. But I mean, Devontae Adams, I feel like I would have offered him a contract, right? At least I would hope that I would. I don't remember. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. I don't remember if I offered him, if he was even in free agency. Ah, he's got to be down. That's got to be a fourth down. That's a big stop. Are they going to go for this? They're going to punt. I don't think you can punt this ball. 4th and inches from our 45. I don't think you can punt this ball, but they're going to do it. And that's going to go... Whoa, don't touch that. 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 We'll take it from the 3. I'll take it. I will take it. That was a good punt. Very, very good punt. And this is where Juan Jordan comes into play. He hasn't got much love this season, but he will get the ball here, trying to get us out of the shadow of our own goal line. Give us a little bit of breathing room. I got to roll out. I got to dive, and that's a first down, I would hope. Yes, thank you. Gave me the first down. We get a little bit of breathing room. I got to not throw an interception on this drive. Another big run for Raheem Mostert. They can't stop the run right now, ladies and gentlemen. They cannot stop the run. I'm here for it. I'm here for them not being able to stop the run. It's about time somebody can't stop the run. Terry's wide open. Gotta hit him when you have him. I wanted Zach Ertz on that play, but you gotta hit your open guy when you have him. There's not many times you're gonna get a guy that wide open, especially at that talent level. So you gotta hit him. Can Mostert outrun everybody? Almost. Kinda. 78 yards on 7 rushes. Finally, we're getting some good momentum with the run game. It is about time. We haven't had this since the Jaguars. That's going to be... The lane was there. It just got shut down very quickly. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning of the half. Wasn't this field called Century League Field? Isn't that what it was called previously? And now it's called Lumen Field, I guess. Is Lumen like a insurance company? I don't know what Lumen is. I'm going to run this football with Trey and then dive down. I might, if I would have been more patient, I might have had somebody there, but I didn't want to risk it. So, what do we go with here? Do we go with Jamar Chase, or we wait for Zach Ertz's route to develop? Zach might have been there. But Terry's going to be there. Terry McLaurin was there. His X Factor might be open, or it might be unlocked now. Not yet, not yet. And what do we have to do to get his X Factor unlocked? I'm not sure. All right, I just got to take this and run it. Got to take this and run it. Take the opportunities when you can. Okay, 2-score lead on the Seahawks in the second quarter. I'm liking the way our offense works with Trey Lance. I just feel like I can do more. I can extend plays. He's quicker than Davis Mills. I like the way that our offense moves with Trey at the helm. So I'm not saying that Davis Mills is a bad quarterback. He's played well, I guess, if you eliminate the interceptions because this game's bad. And most of those interceptions were because of this game being bad. But he hasn't played like as bad as you would think he'd be playing. And Adafe Owe, that's out. That ball's out. Kalen Cousins recovers it, and it's going to be a 6. A fumble recovery for 6. I completely couldn't even commentate because I was so shocked that ball actually came out. Adafe Owe strips that ball away from Russell Wilson. Kalen Cousins was there and takes it back to the house for a touchdown. Unbelievable. I will accept it. Russell Wilson trying to escape. He was going to throw this football, and the ball just slipped out of his hands. The ball slips out of his hands from Adafe Owe's tackle around the legs. Kalen Cousins picks it up in stride and takes it back to the house. Let's go. Big time play from Kalen Cousins to be able to even be aware of that one. You know how sometimes the AI just doesn't react to fumbles like that. But it worked. We have full momentum. We have a 3-score lead headed into halftime. Well, almost headed into halftime. We're 53 seconds away. We're finally getting a good game. We're playing well on offense. We're playing well on defense. We're finally getting a good... It's about time. I've gone through, like, what, 5-6 weeks of this where we haven't gotten a good, like, important game. And Trent Favors is activated. Trent Favors and Patrick Surtain is activated. Both of our X Factors on defense are activated, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to go down here in Sacktown. Well, we're in Seattle, so... C-Town, I should say. Let's user Trent Favors, get these X Factors actually working here. Patrick Surtain is probably on DK, I think. That's going to be a nice route by Chris Carson. And they're going to take a timeout with 42 seconds left. We got to hold them here, boys. We got to hold him. Favors' X Factor is gone. So we only got 2 plays with him as an X Factor, or with it lit up. And we didn't do anything with it. But that doesn't mean we can't get it back. How did that screen work? I don't know how that screen got caught. But they're going to use another timeout. And they are at the 47. And judging by the way that Matt Nagy runs this team, they are in field goal range. I don't know if they'd kick it from here again. But they've done it before. That's going to be caught by Chris Carson. Keep him in bounds. Are they going to choose the timeout? They're going to choose to let the clock run. Very interesting call. Because if we can hold them to a longer play... That's going to be a sack from Chase Young. That pushes them out of field goal range. That is a huge sack from Chase Young. I really wish he would get an ability upgrade to go to Superstar X Factor, because having 2 on the defensive line would be massive. That's going to go deep to the end zone. Just swat it away. Swat it away. Are you joking? Are you... You're making this up. That's not true, right? He did not just do that. You're making this up. It's not what happened. DK did not catch this. In what planet? On what universe? First off, how does his arm go through Tyler Lockett like that? He basically runs his whole arm through the upper body of Tyler Lockett, killing Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's dead now because DK's arm went straight through him, through his heart, through everything. So Tyler Lockett's dead after this Hail Mary. And somehow, DK, who wasn't even in the right spot for the tackle, or for the catch, somehow the ball just magnetizes to him. From here, right there, he's not even looking at the ball. If you showed this to somebody, you'd be like, oh, that's a drop. But then you show him the next frame, and it's a catch. It magnetized to his hand. This is the most scripted touchdown I've ever seen in my life. It magnetized to his hand. He wasn't even facing the right direction. It goes right to his hand. Look at that. Look how it zips over. Right there, zips over. Unreal. I cannot believe they just scored a Hail Mary and it just zipped over like that.
First half, and the Seahawks get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
You know how I mentioned we didn't have anything bad going our way? That's out the window now. Can't just have anything go right for me. It just doesn't happen. Madden sees, they see that I'm having success, and they're like, oh, Juice is having success. We should screw that up. And then that kind of crap happens. It's okay. Our defense is playing really well. We move on. We forget about what just happened on the final play of the half, because we still have a 2-score lead. Our offense is dominating, and all we got to do is survive. At this point, we just survive. We don't care about dominating teams. We don't care about blowing teams out or anything. We just have to survive. And Kyle...
He's got a man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Again. You're telling me that Davante Adams is a better one-on-one, has a better shot at this 50-50 ball than Kyle Fuller? So the Seahawks are going to just beat me on long touchdown throws or long plays. That's the only way they can beat me, it seems. Because 50-50 balls in this game are absolutely busted. That's all you can say. It's so overpowered for the offense. It's crazy. I cannot believe they actually did that. They actually legitly, if that's even a word, did that to me. I'm starting to get upset, man. I wanted one game, one episode where I didn't get upset, where I didn't get angry, where I didn't have to have a rant about how bad this game is. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? We have our best corner on DK Metcalf, and somehow he wins this. Somehow he wins this. My arm goes through his arm. Shouldn't that react somehow? Shouldn't that knock the ball out? Unbelievable. What do I have to do to stop a deep pass? Do I have to injure the receiver or something? I don't know what I have to do to stop a deep pass. But for some reason, the Seahawks, all they can do is throw long passes, and it's working, and I don't like it. It's not supposed to work. I can understand. I can look past the Davante Adams catch, because that was legit like a good catch from Davante Adams. That would happen in real life. But these 2 touchdowns from DK, unacceptable. You can't allow that to happen in this game, and yet they have happened. So now In the span of like 2 minutes, we've seen our 21-point lead go down to 7 on bogus touchdown deep passes. Not like well put together drives, not very well executed throws, just deep passes that are cheese and work. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We lost all of the momentum. We had both bars full of momentum, and we just lose it on those plays. Because this game just loves to screw with me. How did Zach Ertz not catch that? Zach, you're not that slow. Zach Ertz is not that slow, and yet he doesn't catch that. Good job, Trey. That was big. That's what we could do with Trey Lance that we can't do with Davis Mills, for sure. I thought I was going to get wrapped up from behind, though. And Jamal Adams, you got to make him miss. Terry, you're a superstar X Factor with it lit up. You got to make him miss. We just got to be better. 2nd down and 11. Gonna try and squeeze through there. Can't do it. I probably should have audibled into a pass there. That's probably on me a little bit. All right. Somehow they've gotten their momentum back because they had 2 good stops, I guess. And this time I couldn't get away. I had a guy open. Zach Ertz, I think, was open. We might be in field goal range here. I'm gonna call a timeout, actually. I didn't mean to hit no huddle. That's my bad. 55-yard field goal. I'm going to give Kaimi the chance. There's 8-mile-an-hour winds, but it's straight up. I'm going to give Kaimi the chance to hit this. That had some legs to it. That had distance. That could have been 65, it looks like. We make it a 10-point lead. I wish we would have gotten a touchdown on that drive, but points are points. We just need to survive. We just need to survive is all that really matters at this point. It doesn't matter if we win by 100 points or 1 point. We need to survive. Especially when the Jaguars are playing as well as they've been playing this year. I think they're still undefeated. I haven't checked their score in this game. But as of last week, they were 4-0. So if I remember, I'll try and look down at the bottom ticker and see how they're doing. Maybe they're on a bye week. I don't know. And that's going to be another run with Chris Carson. They are going heavy on the Chris Carson runs on this drive. But it's 3rd down and 3. I'm hoping that we can stop him here. We need to get to the backfield. Get to him. Stop him. Ah, you pulled him forward. You got to tackle better in that situation, Kyle Fuller. You're a veteran. You know better. You got to tackle better, man. You got to tackle better. That's going to be a handoff to Tyler Lockett. Logan Wilson's going to be there stopping for a couple yards. Good contain. We cannot let Tyler Lockett get out in space. We're going to be in trouble if that happens. The Jaguars won 30-27 over the Raiders. They are 5-0. Jacksonville is dominating this year. That's going to be completed catch out of bounds. Crosby's injured. Their right guard, I would assume, Tyrell Crosby. So we got a backup. That's going to be caught by DK. What hands, man. What hands. I thought I got enough pressure on Russell Wilson with Trent Favors that he was going to be able to not complete that. But he threw it to DK, and DK catches everything, apparently. And now Chris Carson breaks free into the space. How did he slip through somehow? Our defense is starting to collapse, and I'm not here for it. We were playing so well in that first half. I don't know what happened. It's going to be the 4th quarter. I'm assuming they're going to score here, so then all we have to do is just hold the ball for however long we have, which seems easy, but knowing this game, it's not going to be. Knock that away. You got to keep up with him, Kyle Fuller. Keep up. You can't let Devontae beat you like that. It would actually be nice if the Seahawks used a lot of the clock and then scored their touchdown so that we didn't have to use as much clock. I wouldn't assume them kicking the going for the whatchamacallit, the onside kick. Carson will get the first down and get down to the 2. They're getting momentum very easily. I feel like momentum is very biased to the home team. I know, I mean, they're driving down the field, but they really haven't done anything to get momentum. Like, there would be a good chance to get momentum, and they do. Chris Carson scores very easily, though. That felt like scripted. I don't like using that word, but a lot of the plays in this game, a lot of the things that have happened in this game feel very scripted. Like it was always going to happen, no matter what I would have done. So I don't know. It just feels that way. I don't know if you guys are getting that feeling too. It just feels a little bit that way. So now we have to run down as much clock as possible. If we score, that's awesome. We'll go back up to a 10-point lead, but we need to use as much clock as possible. Terry McLaurin's lit up. Jamal Adams is also lit up. We have 2 timeouts because I had to use one on the accidental no huddle when I wanted to kick the field goal. Raheem Mostert gets about 2. All right, 3rd and 4. We need to hit somebody here. Jamar Chase or Terry McLaurin, either one. Doesn't matter who, but I'm not going to be able to, so I got to run, get that first down, and slide. Stay in bounds, keep the clock running, not going out of bounds on that. All right, that was a big one. Keep the clock going. I'm just glad that the defensive lineman, he kind of like slipped and didn't contain the outside edge like that. That would have been bad. And now for some reason we cannot run the football. We were cruising. We were running the football like crazy against the Seahawks in the first half, and now we can't do anything. Tajay with a big catch, stay in bounds. Good job. I really wanted Terry McLaurin on that one, but I didn't think it was open. I just didn't think it was open here. 3rd down and 5. We've wasted about 2 minutes of clock. That's going to be, please be roughing the passer, please be roughing the passer. Please be roughing the passer, please be roughing the passer. That is massive, ladies and gentlemen. 1st down and 10. That is absolutely massive. I can't believe we actually got a call for us. Like, usually that would have been, I don't know, some sort of bogus call, but that didn't work. Jordan Brooks was right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You gotta find something here. Good catch from Tajay. We are in field goal range. We can make this a 6-point game. I don't want to make it a 6-point game. I want to make it a 10-point game. I need to have that extra insurance because we know when the CPU wants to score, they will score no matter what we do. So we got to score here to counteract that. The crowd is excited, as they should be. The edge is held well by the line, but we're going to get there. Good blocking. I almost had a touchdown there with Trey Lance. That would have been crazy. That's huge blocking from the wide receivers and tight ends. But I did go out of bounds, which sucks. So we'll have to get the ball running, or the clock running again with this run. They're going to use their timeouts now. They're going to use their timeouts. I think the best idea is to run, try and get as close as possible, and use all their timeout. Make them use all their timeouts. Don't score here. I know that sounds weird, but it's strategy. If we can make them use all their timeouts Plus, we have a chance to get a first down here. This would be huge. If we could get this first down, and they'd use their last timeout. We got it. We didn't score. They used their last timeout. Okay. So what we do is, we run another play. We don't score. Yes. We QB kneel at the 1, just to get the clock started again. There we go. You never see people kneel at the 1-yard line, but we are going to use as much clock as possible. I'm going to use as much clock as possible. I'm going to actually go for probably another knee. I'm going to knee again. That's going to take us down even further. I'm going to waste as much time as possible. And then what we do is we either take a third knee or we try and score. We do either one. All right, we're going to do this now. Snap it. All right, so now we are under the time. So I think what we do is we kick the third, or we take the third knee. We take the third knee. Hear me out. We take the third knee, and that should take us to the win. We're going to line up in field goal formation, but we shouldn't need to kick the field goal. I think I just galaxy brain this one, and we survive. You may think this is a scummy tactic. You may think this is not pro gamer tactics. This is galaxy brain tactics. We need as many wins as possible. I don't care how we get them. I don't care how we get them. We're going to snap it, take the third knee. That should be the game. The clock is far away from the thing. We're going to line up in field goal formation, but we shouldn't have to kick this. We should not have to kick this. We should just line up and let the clock run. We survived in this Seattle game, and I do mean survive. Thank you. Oh, man. We survived. Literally survived. Trey Lance, he played really well in this game. 7 of 12. The stats don't really reflect that, but if you watch the game, he played well. 7 of 12, 93 yards, no touchdowns and a pick. We had Raheem Mostert, 16 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Trey Lance also had a touchdown with 71 yards rushing. Terry McLaurin, 3 catches, 56 yards. Tajay had 3 catches, 24 yards. Defensively, we played really well. We sacked Russell Wilson twice. Odafe Owe had the strip sack, you remember, and then who was it that picked it up? It was Cousins. Cousins picked it up and returned it for a touchdown. So we survive. That's all you can really say about it. I'm happy. We have our 3rd win of the season, and it was much, much needed. All right, so we are here week 7. I just did all the bye week stuff in off camera. There wasn't really anything there. I just did the focus training, then I scouted a couple players. There wasn't any like significant thing to show you. So now in the next episode, we have to play the 5-1 Kansas City Chiefs, and if I'm taking away anything from last season on All Pro, we barely beat the Chiefs. So on All Madden, I'm assuming this is going to be very, very rage-inducing. I'm going to be very frustrated. So that's not going to be good. But we do have 4 players that are ready to negotiate. We'll talk about that in the next episode. Logan Wilson, Cesar Ruiz, Cam Curl, and Trayvon Diggs. I might as well just sign Trayvon Diggs right now because we know that we're going to bring him back anyway. So we might as well just bring him back already. He's here to stay. Cam Curl will discuss in the next episode. Cesar Ruiz and Logan Wilson will discuss in the next episode as well. We have weekly strategy to do. We have scouting college players. And we have an actual game against the Chiefs. Their offense is not as lethal as the Saints' offense was. That was an 88. They're only an 84, which is the same as us. They have the same ratings as us, but yet they're 5-1 and we're 3-2. We honestly should be 6-0, but we are not because we've been screwed. But that's going to do it for this episode. We survived the Seahawks, and we got a much-needed victory. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.